Hey there, evening. Welcome to this casual live stream here on Midgard Musings. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching. If you're there, feel free to drop a comment down below. Say hello. Give me a thumbs up. Let me know you're there. Love to hear from you. And let's see what we got going on. It says we've got 3 people watching. So if you're there, hello, welcome, hail. What's up there, Simon says. And what's up there, Sage. Hail, everybody. Thank you guys for tuning in and watching the live stream here on YouTube. I wanted to, what we got here? What's up there? Broku no Hero. Hail and welcome. So this may not be a very, very long live stream, guys, but thank you so much. If you don't mind, just share it around. Let everybody know who is watching that you're watching with me. Get somebody else to join us, okay? Let me see. Will this work if I do this while we're talking? Let's see. Everybody's there. Whoop. Hold on. Sorry, guys. Sorry about that. All right, cool. So here we are. Here we are, guys. So I wanted to talk a little bit about a couple things that I've got going on with Midgard Musings coming up here this week. Appreciate you guys tuning in and watching. So this coming Saturday, so a week from today. Today is Saturday in this part of the world which I'm in. It says it sounds off. How about now? Let me know how it looks. Can you hear? All right. How about now? Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? The old Verizon trick. Can you hear me now? How's it sound now? All right, cool. I may have had my hand over the mic. I apologize. So let's go ahead and talk a little bit about what I've got going on with Midgard Musings coming up. So today is Saturday. A week from today, I will be in Springfield, Tennessee at the Sunabloat Festival, Sunabloat event, which is an annual event done by Raven Moonheart. It says now we can't hear me? Let's try this. I'm trying to make sure that I'm not covering the microphone. How about now? Can you guys hear me now? How's it sound now? Can you guys hear me now? Go ahead and comment down below if you hear me. All right. So, thank you, Sage. Sounds back. All right. So I think I figured it out. Maybe my hand was over the mic. Sorry about that. Sunabloat, right? So Sunabloat is next week in Springfield, Tennessee, and I will be there with my wife and a friend of mine as a vendor for that event. Hi there, Grizz, Nimki Grizz. Good evening. Hail, welcome. So we'll be at the Sunabloat event next Saturday, all day long. We're going to be there early in the morning until the end of the day, just the one day. It is a 3-day long event or festival, and Midgard Musings will be there as a vendor for that event in Springfield, Tennessee. If you guys go to Facebook and Sunabloat 2019, you'll find all the details. It is a pagan-friendly and heathen event. It's a public event, and it's hosted by a local heathen kindred here in our area known as the Raven Moonhearth. They are a collective of heathens in our area, and they host various random, not random, but scheduled public events every year. They have the Shadow Moot event in October. They have Sunabloat out here uh, in June, right around the midsummer time frame. Um, Thank you, Grizz. This is, I've not attended one of their events yet, but they do look like fun, like you said, and they are, they aim to sort of focus on pagan kindreds and pagan and heathen vendors and stuff like that in the area to come by, and everybody gets to, meet and socialize and, help build the community. So we'll be there. Midgard Musings will be there, and it is a 3-day weekend. It's an all weekend long thing. You can come out there. You can go camping. Um, we'll only be there the one day. Don't want to do the whole 3-day weekend thing, but we'll be there for all day Saturday. So if you're in the area, please come out and say hi. And then I guess our next big event will be the Nashville Pagan Pride Day, which is going to be in September. I think it's the second or third to last weekend of September. If you go and search Nashville Pagan Pride, you can Google it, Nashville Pagan Pride, you'll find it. They hold an annual event every year. And I went last year, but I wasn't a vendor, and now this year I will be. Grizz says, stay away because you figure if your blacksmithing animal gets to get with the bush bear and there is meat about, it'll probably make the papers. Yeah, well, like I said, all these events that I'm talking about right now are all family-friendly events, so they are focusing more on being something that is, beneficial and fun for everybody, children, women, everybody. Uh, so it's after the night all got a bug on my glasses. After the night is all said and done, and the kids are all put up to sleep or whatever, we'll probably break out the meat and get into some revelry, as we always do. Guys, check it out behind me. I don't know if you can see, but is it right? Check out the moon right there. See it? Look at that. Grab the moon. There it is. But yeah. Loud and mean. Well, that's the mean part can be sometimes misconstrued. It's definitely not something that is, I don't know, part of our demographic, if you will. But guys, that's all I wanted to kind of let you guys know about. Yeah, just to each other and not to other people. You're right. Exactly. So, old goats is right. But so anyways, folks, that's kind of the extent, sorry, that was the extent of what I wanted to kind of talk to you about. Moving away here a little bit. There's a lot of people out here, out in the area where I'm at tonight. So that's kind of the extent of what's going on and kind of what I wanted to let you guys know about. It is a family-friendly event and something that will appeal to all kinds of folks, men, women, children, animals alike, I'm sure. It is an outdoor event. It is a, camping sort of type of event. There we go. It seems like a good spot to stop. So, Sunabloat 2019, hosted by Raven Moonhearth, and then you got Pagan Pride Day in Nashville in September. So we'll be there for Sunabloat, and we'll be there for Pagan Pride Day. Sunabloat is next weekend, and we'll be there on Saturday. So we'll be there a week from today. If you're in the area, definitely come out and say hi, and check out our wood burning stuff. All of the wood burning products. We just launched a Facebook page for all the wood burning stuff that we've got. Um, it is Burn On Wood Burning. So if you go to Facebook and you search Burn On Wood Burnings, it's going to have some pagan related stuff on there. We're looking into some more commission pieces, and focus on other interests outside of just the pagan or heathen demographic. I don't know, guys. I want to turn around. I want to see. Can you guys see this the sunset behind me? Really? Not so much. Yeah, you can kind of see it a little bit right there. Isn't that beautiful? Isn't that something? I'm looking at a beautiful sunset right now as I talk to you. It's absolutely amazing. The camera doesn't do it justice, but it is a fantastic and beautiful sunset tonight. Got some really pretty oranges and pinks and purples in the clouds and in the sky. So I hope you guys are having a great night. I hope you guys are doing wonderful wherever you are in the world. It could be daytime. If you're in the part of the world like Australia, New Zealand, or something like that, you guys are probably looking at the morning right now. So this sunset is a little bit out of date for you because you're already on the Sunday morning view of things. Trying to abide, Grizz. That's fine. And it's cool that you were late. It's no problem. This was an impromptu thing, so there is no set time. But if you want to support Midgard Musings, check out my channel. Subscribe to the channel. Check out the videos. If you like them, give them a thumbs up. I do new videos, recorded videos every Sunday night here on the channel. So here, this coming Sunday, you'll get new content, and then once a week, every Sunday, is when I do upload videos. So it's all Norse heathenry related type things. We're currently in the process of a rune discussion series called the 9 Pieces of 8, this pathway of studying the runes. So if you've ever wanted to kind of get into learning about the runes a bit and hearing about what that's all about, check out the videos down in the playlist section. Gordon Hockett, Hale, good to see you, man. Haven't seen you around in a while. Hope you're doing well. Thank you for watching the live stream. I know I don't go live on here a lot, and you've made a lot of the live stream videos in the past, but here we are. Sorry about that. Here we are. I'm trying to make things work and help out the viewership and the growth of this channel by doing this stuff. So we were talking about the Sunabloat event, which I will be vending at here next week. A lot of interesting things, learning about neat things. Cool, Grizz. Well, like I said, if that's something that you're interested in, you definitely check out my channel. I'm not a leading authority by any means, but I like to get on here and share what I know, and share it with the communities and share it with people around the world, and hopefully help add things to people's library knowledge, that sort of thing. I am doing well, Gordon. I appreciate you commenting and saying such. I'm glad to hear that you're doing well also. So like I said earlier, we were talking here about the Nashville Pagan Pride. We were talking about Sunabloat, Shadowmoot. There's actually a video on my channel where I talked to Greg Strong, who is currently the Scald for the Raven Moonhearth kindred here in Middle Tennessee, and he talked with me a bit a few weeks ago about, I say a few weeks, it was like last week or 2 weeks ago, about the upcoming events that they've got, one of which is this one that we're going to be vending at next weekend. So check all that out. Sunabloat 2019, you just Google it or search it on your Facebook searches, you'll find it. I did link all their information in the video that Greg and I did, so if you go back and go through my catalog, It was just probably the last 2 or 3 video. I think it was the second to last video that I posted. You'll find out all the information about Raven Moonhearth. Let's see. Grizz says finds something of interest and goes to start and begins watching. Says you've been here about for the third of my content and has given me a sense of who I am. Well, that's great. I'm glad that you've watched that much of it. That I appreciate that. What little bit you know about me from this platform, it is a part of my life. You know, Norse heathenry is definitely a part of my life. It's not just an aesthetic. It's not just I like the how things look. It is definitely a part of my life and my view of the world and my belief system and stuff like that. So it's if that's kind of your thing and you like to learn more about it, definitely subscribe and check out stuff. There's a bird up here in this tree, flying forth between trees. So what else we got here? I think that was pretty much it, guys. I don't get on here too much. I probably need to try to schedule things a bit more on this platform because I know people like to come out on here more so than on Facebook. Interesting things about myself. Thank you, Grizz. I think we all have interesting things about ourselves, give or take. We are all individuals. We all have things about ourselves that strike, interest in certain people. So, thank you for watching. Thank you for commenting. Thank you for taking the time to indicate that and say such. But wood burnings, guys. I do wood burnings. Let's talk a little bit about that. The reason why we're going to be at Sunabloat as a vendor, and the reason we're going to be at the Nashville Pagan Pride Day in September as a vendor, right, is as to sell wood burning projects that help support this channel. So I do these videos for free. It's just my time that I'm adding to everything. So as I do stuff on here, I need to help support my time from a monetary standpoint. So I make things. I make rune sets. My wife and I have gotten into wood burning projects. I do things, she does things, and we're selling those things to help support this channel and to help support what we do from a monetary aspect because, it's just our time, and time is money, and things have to be recompensed, and things have to be, made worth our time. All the other stuff, all the other time and information that is donated and shared with the community, that is, knowledge is out there, guys. You can find it just by spending the time and taking the time to educate yourself. You can be told what things are about. You can be guided by somebody, but the knowledge is out there. We learn the things that we learn by the efforts that we put in to wanting to learn those things. So that's kind of the goal of this channel, is to add more knowledge for people that are looking to expand their library, looking to expand their knowledge. Here's just one other thing that you can spend time and look at, right? So it's I'm learning, we're all learning as we go. You're right, Grizz, knowledge is easy part, and finding people to discuss and learn from is the challenge. So yeah, I would tend to agree with that statement as a whole. There's definitely a lot of people out there that you can engage in conversation with and engage in parts of educational content with, and it's neat because they'll offer their own twist, or they'll offer their own insider view. I've talked to a lot of people about various things, especially when it comes to my faith, my belief system, my religion, if you want to call it such. and always hear different things, different views about stuff, and it gives me a little bit different insight. It's like I never really thought of it that way. Some of the stuff which I like to share on this channel, there'll be videos that come here in the future about some of those things, right? And because it's not like there's nothing that's canon, right? There's nothing that's thus saith the heathen lord or anything like that. There's nothing like that about this path. It's all very historically based. It's all what we're trying to find as information that was recorded by folks who encountered people who followed this path. None of the people that really followed this path, except for maybe a couple, historically speaking, that we know of, actually documented anything about paganism or heathenry or anything like that. It was all recorded later on by Christians, uh, folks who didn't necessarily follow this path, but that were just like, well, let's write this down, let's document this for whatever reason. So we're having this kind of secondhand approach. We're having some influence outside of the heathen thing. So I feel like, especially nowadays, as we as heathens grow and as we as heathens learn, it's important for us to kind of document and maintain an unbiased. It's not like, well, I'm a Christian and I feel like there's knowledge that needs to be preserved, so I'm going to write all this down, but I'm also going to insert my own viewpoints in it. There needs to be this pure, unadulterated, unbiased heathen view of things. At least that's my view. That's my perspective on it. How things are documented by certain people, whoever those people are, when it comes to history. Hopefully, they're sticking just to the academics part of it and not inserting their own views on it. But from what we've seen with, some of the ancient texts from, medieval Scandinavia and prior to medieval Scandinavia, we're seeing definite Christian influences that come through. And so nowadays we're like, well, there's stuff that we kind of have to glean through and be a bit particular about because we can see Christian influences making their presence known. So as that comes up and as that happens, we just kind of have to deal with it and work through it, native and glad to figure stuff out to do. Well, that's great. The native and tribal aspects of any culture are very much about what how I approach heathenry. It is a tribal thing, tribal culture, regardless of what background you're coming from, whether it's a Northern European background, whether it's an Asian background, whether it's a Hispanic, Latino background, whether it's whatever. There's tribal culture existent in all walks of life, in all parts of the world, in all cultures. You know, so it's cool to learn and understand what that is in different cultures, but to embrace, your own tribal culture, to embrace the culture of the people that you hail and descend from. So Native Americans have tribal culture, Asians have their tribal culture, Northern European folks have their tribal culture, African folk have their tribal culture. All these people throughout the world have their own tribal culture. And it's very ancient, it's very old. And how it kind of transcends through into modern times is a bit muddled in some cultures more than others, But I do appreciate your comments there, Grizz, and your adding your insight on it. I do appreciate that. It's really cool to hear your views on it. And I definitely encourage everybody that is watching, not a whole lot of people watching, but if you are into Norse heathenry, check out the Facebook page, which is all linked down in the description. After the video's up, just check the description. Check any of the videos that I've uploaded already. All the prior videos, all the description areas will have my Facebook page linked, other related content, stuff like that. Check it all out. Support it in any way that you can, if you are so inclined. Don't know about insight, just talking. That's cool. Well, talking is good. Um, that's part of the communication aspect. That's part of the conveying of thought and mind and whatnot. And that's kind of how we do it now as modern heathens. We do this through platforms like this. So I appreciate everybody watching. I'm going to go ahead and jump off of here now because it is starting to get a little bit dark and the sun is going down and it's Saturday night, and at least for me, that means that I want to kind of cut loose, want to kind of have a couple of drinks, want to enjoy the rest of the night before getting back into work mode the next day, and for some of us it may even be the next day depending on where you are in the world watching this. So I appreciate your viewers, your viewership. I appreciate you taking the time and watching this stuff. Guys, I don't know you personally, I haven't talked with you personally, but we're here talking right now on this platform, and it definitely means a lot that you're taking the time to engage with me right now and offer your thoughts and insight, talk with me, stuff like that. So thank you so much for your support. Please, if you haven't already, thumbs up the videos on this channel, subscribe. If you don't want to miss anything, click the bell for notifications so that way you're notified when new content is uploaded here. I do upload new content once a week on Sunday nights, and do randomly go live here on Facebook, or I said Facebook, here on YouTube. Sorry about that. I do go live here on YouTube when and as I'm able. So the live videos on Facebook do happen on Sundays at 7 o'clock Central Standard Time. So if you use that platform, check out Midgard Musings on Facebook, so that way you can be a part of the live discussions every Sunday night. I'm going to go ahead and jump off here. Everybody, thank you again so much for your constant support. Check out the description below for all the ways that you can support Midgard Musings. There's a Teespring store. There's a Redbubble store. There's the PayPal for donations. Subscriptions are welcome. Following the Facebook page is encouraged. Liking these videos, subscribing, turning bell notifications on, all that fun stuff. I really appreciate everyone's watching these videos and supporting Midgard Musings in this way. So I'm going to go ahead and get off of here. Thank you all for your support, and I will see you in the next live video, whenever that may be. Just stay tuned. You never know. If you don't want to miss a live video, you need to turn on those bell notifications. That's all you need to do, because I do this stuff sort of randomly, and you never know when I might be on here. So if you don't want to miss it, just click the bell for notifications, and I'll be here, and you'll be here, and we'll be here together. All right, folks, so thank you so much again, and I will see you all Sunday night. We're going to continue our discussion on the runes, and thank you again. Hail. May your ancestors smile on you, and may the gods walk with you.